Hello, everyone. I'm AndreiaBritez, and today we're diving into a classic detective fiction, Death on the Nile, by the queen of crime herself, Agatha Christie. Well, this book has it all: adventure, suspense, secrets, and of course, a murder. But it also shows fascinating cultural aspects. And to make things even more interesting, we're going to look at how the language plays a role in the story, focusing on cognates in English. So let's get started. Hello, everyone. Death on the Nile is one of Agatha's most celebrated work, and it features the famous detective Hercule Poirot. This time, our brilliant Belgian detective is on vacation on a boat trip in Egypt. This book was read in this edition by Pearson English Reader Level 5. At the heart of the story is Lynette Ridgway, a rich and beautiful woman who seems to have everything: money, beauty, and a new husband. But happiness doesn't last long, and soon a shocking murder takes place aboard the SS Karnak. As always, Agatha gives us a cast full of interesting and suspicious characters. There's Simon Doyle, the charming husband, Jacqueline de Belfort, the heartbroken ex-fiancée, Hercule Poirot, our dearest detective, and a variety of guests, each with their own secrets. And of course, our detective must find the truth. One of the most fascinating things about this novel is the setting. Christie takes us on a luxurious cruise along the Nile, surrounded by stunning Egyptian landscapes. This novel was published in 1937 during the golden age of travel when wealthy Europeans and Americans explored exotic destinations. Egypt was a popular tourist spot thanks to its ancient history and the fascination with archaeology after the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in the 1920s. Through Christie's description, we get a sense of what it was like to be a tourist in Egypt at that time: luxurious cruises on the Nile, visits to famous temples, and the contrast between European visitors and the local Egyptian culture. So here's fun fact number one: Agatha Christie was personally familiar with Egypt. She traveled there several times because she was married to an archaeologist, Max Mellowin, which explains the detail and authentic setting of the book. Fun fact number two: the Karnak, the fictional boat from the book, is believed to be based on the SS Sudden. Agatha Christie took a trip on this boat with her husband in 1933 and was inspired to write the novel. The boat still runs Nile cruises today and has a suite named after Christie. Cognates are words that look and sound similar in two languages. They help us understand English more easily. And here are some examples from the book: mystery, mistério; detective, detetive; intelligent, inteligente; suspense, suspense. These words are almost the same in English and Portuguese, so when you read a book in English, look for cognates to help you understand the story. Another thing to pay attention when we read a book in English is verb tenses. In Death on the Nile, most of the story is in the simple past because the book tells events that already happened. For example, she walked to the deck and looked at the river. Sometimes Agatha uses the past continuous to describe actions in progress. She was walking to the waiter when the lights went out. This verb tense shows that one action, talking, was happening when another action, lights went out, interrupted it. And finally, some sentences use the simple present when the book describes facts or general truths. For example, Poirot believes that every crime has a solution. The simple present is used because it expresses Poirot's opinion, something that is always true. Understanding verb tenses can help us follow the story and see how events are connected. The simple past tells what happened, the past continuous give details about actions in progress, and the simple present is used for general statements. When you read in English, try to notice these verb tenses. It will help you improve your language skills. What makes Death on the Nile so brilliant is how Christie uses language to build suspense. She carefully places clues, uses descriptive narration, and plays with different character dialogues. Each character has their own way of speaking. So, if you love mystery novels, this is definitely a must read. It's suspenseful, cleverly written, and full of unexpected twists. Plus, it's a great book to explore English vocabulary, especially cognates. And as we've seen, it also gives us insight into cultural perspectives of the time. Have you read Death on a Nile? What did you think? Let me know, and thanks for watching.